Hey, hello, I'm JulieJo. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I am so glad that you're here. If you're not new here, welcome back. Today we're going to be watching Brittany Anderson, BA Boss Babe. I don't do like every video of hers, but this one was interesting to me because it's called Only the Top 1% Are Successful in air quotes. Let's talk numbers. And baby, I love talking numbers. I love it. It's my thing. Well, I mean, it's not my thing, but I enjoy it. And when it comes to multi-level marketing, I give facts, statistics, numbers, all the jazz. So I thought we could look at her numbers together and see if they match up. Shall we? Let's get started.
It's the night that we're gonna fall in love. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin. Cause we're still sleeping in my head. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin. Cause we're still sleeping in my head.
Don't forget that to support my channel for free, you can simply just subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. You can also like the video if you enjoy it. I'm sure a lot of you are going to have stuff to say, so feel free to leave that commentary below. Let's watch.
Hello, 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 my beautiful humans. What's up? What's happening? How is everybody doing today? Happy, what day is it, y'all? Happy Thursday, y'all. Excited to be here with you guys this evening. I know it's been a long time since I've been live, okay? I'm breaking bad habits. I'm breaking some bad habits, okay? If y'all have been missing me, y'all have not been listening to the podcast, you haven't been following my stories, you haven't been watching my posts, you haven't been on all of the other platforms that I'm on, just the one thing I've been falling short on is my live videos, and that is a habit that I am committed to breaking before we even start 2024. I'm not waiting until January 1st. We're breaking that habit right here, right now. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about some numbers because I think one of the most annoying things that I hear about the network marketing profession, and trust me, there are a lot of them, okay? There are a lot of people hating from outside of the club because they've never even tried to get in, okay?
Hey, been there, done that. You know what? I'm in my own club. What should we call it? Can puppies be involved in this club? Yes. Yeah. Kittens too. If you like kittens more, that's fine, but they can both be involved. And maybe like Diet Coke. You know what? BYOB or BYOD, BYOP, BYOK. You know what I mean? Bring your own puppies and bring your own kid. Anyway, let's just keep watching.
But that's a different story for a different day. But one of the most annoying, myths or statistics that I hear when it comes to the network marketing profession. And if you have ever heard this, will you just drop me a yes in the chat box, and then I'm gonna get on here with welcoming you guys. But it's only the top 1% are successful, okay?
Okay. So if you look on any of my YouTube videos, well, at least the last several months, you'll see MLM statistics, and the top one, consumer.ftc.gov. If you click on it, and there's only 3 of them, but if you click on it, you'll see that it says at the top, multi-level marketing businesses and pyramid schemes. This is an excellent source for you to read. There are also other sources that I have down below, but one in particular talks about MLMs being a worse opportunity than gambling. Take a look at those if you would like, and let's keep watching.
If you have heard that before, will you just drop me a yes in the comments below? And of course, if you'll see this red live button up here, welcome. So excited you guys are here live. Drop me the word live in the comments below. If you do not see the red live box up above, go ahead and drop below replay so I know that you are catching the replay. So sorry you missed us. Make sure you turn on live notifications so you don't miss me live anymore, because you are going to be sick of me in 2024 and for the rest of 2023. I can promise you that. But make sure you drop that word replay in the comments below so I can make sure to shout you out for catching the replay. Feel free to share if you guys think this is going to be valuable. If you are in the direct sales or network marketing profession, you're probably going to want to share this. It's going to build confidence, posture, and belief within you and also your organizations as well. If you are a leader in the profession, feel free to redo this video because it's going to be valuable for your organization, okay? If you guys are new around here, welcome to the organized chaos that I like to call the BA Boss Babe Show. Super excited to have you guys here. Drop that word new in the comments below so I can make sure to welcome you here and reach out and connect with you and see how I can best serve you, because I'm all about serving and impact, especially as we rocket launch into 2024. So let's talk about numbers here really quickly. If you have ever heard the statistic, the myth, whatever you want to call it, that only the top 1% is successful in network marketing or direct sales, drop me a yes in the comments below, okay? My very first question with all of this is, what does success mean? Only the top 1% is successful.
We're talking about people who are profiting and making the income that y'all say they make, right? Making, well, a legitimate profit. That's what the Federal Trade Commission is talking about when they talk success. We're not talking about what you make in commissions. We're not talking about bonuses. We're not talking about any of that. We're talking about, what are you profiting? What are you losing versus what are you gaining? You have to include products in that you're purchasing, stuff for your business, taxes. You have to include all of that in this. And when you do, the majority of people are not profiting. She's talking about this like 1% being successful. But if you break it down and prove it, the majority of people aren't profiting either. Let's break it down. I know we're early on in the video, but we might as well just get this out of the way. From Prove It, which is her MLM company, and their own income disclosure statement. Let's take a look. If you were to become a consultant and purchase a starter kit, the cheapest starter kit, as of what they're showing to me right here, after I click join as promoter, is about $558.60. So we're starting off with $558.60 already in your first year as a consultant. And then I did the very kind thing of saying, let's only purchase one box of ketones for 12 months straight. Just one. No other product, which they have plenty of other products and the majority of them order way more. But let's just say you buy one box of ketones for 12 months, $133 times 12. That is $1,596. So then what I did was I got the $1,596 and added $558 to it. That comes out to $2,154. And that's simply you buying a starter pack and then purchasing one box of ketones a month. That's you spending $2,154 on Prove It products in 1 year. Then what I did was I took their income disclosure statement and I looked at what would equal 97.28% of people in the company. 97.28% of people on average a year make less than $1,500. So let's say you're one of those 97.28 people and you spent $2,154 and you got paid $1,500. How much did you make? You made zero. You were actually in the negative by $654. That's if the promoter buys one box of ketones a month. Well, we know they buy a lot more than one box of ketones per month, not only for them, but for the sales that they do on live. So let's say you buy 2 boxes of ketones per month. So I took 133 and I multiplied it by 2, and that's 266. You multiply that by 12. I know I could have done this quicker, but I just want to break it down for everybody. That is $3,192. Let's say it's your first year and you bought that pack for $558. The cheapest one, that is $3,750. 97% of the company would be in the hole. By how much, you ask? $2,250 negative that you made. You made negative $2,250. Even if you made $1,500 in 1 year, but you purchased 2 boxes of ketones and then the starter kit. That doesn't look very good. Doesn't seem like a lot of people are going to make much money. We're still in the negatives with only 2 boxes of ketones a month and the starter kit for your first year. You know what? How about we take away the starter kit? Let's take away the $558 and let's say that you want 2 ketones a day, one simply in the morning and one simply in the evening. So you want 2 a day for 30 days. A pack of 20 is $133 and you would need 3 packs a month of ketones to have 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, not including anything that you're selling on live, because we know they sell on live and this is only including one product. Ketones. That would be $399 a month, but you know, that's not including shipping or taxes. So we'll just give an easy $400. Okay. Simple, easy $400. This is just what a promoter is buying for themselves, not any other reason. 400 times 12 is $4,800. If you want a ketone 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening, for a year, it's going to be $4,800. If we want to add 1 more percent, and make it about 99% or so of the company. It's between 98 and 99%. That 1%, which is the next highest percentage compared to the 97.28%, makes less than $4,900 a year. So if you don't want to purchase anything else, nothing, zero, other than what you will have, one in the morning, one in the evening, for $400 a month, you might profit $100. $4,900 minus $4,800 is $100. You might profit $100 in the top 98 to 99% of the company. All right, Brittany, let's hear what you have to say.
What does that even mean? But it's one of those statistics or myths that people hear and they regurgitate over and over and over and over and over again. It's like, wait a minute, you don't even know the definition of what you are saying.
What? There's literally no definition of what I'm saying. I'm saying most people, 99%, compared to several different income disclosure statements, including yours, Brittany, might I add, make little to no money and also don't profit. 97% of the people in your company, Brittany, per Prove It's income disclosure statement, don't profit. That's not even the facts of what the Federal Trade Commission says. Your MLM companies that put out income disclosure statements, that's where I'm basing mine off of, especially right this second, Brittany, especially yours. How is it a myth, as you call it, when your company puts this out for us to read? Are they lying or are you?
Because success looks different to me than it looks to Ashley or Heather or Cindy or Jennifer. It's going to look different for everyone.
What she's trying to do is redefine the word success in the way that they use it in the Federal Trade Commission and in their income disclosure statement, which is earning money, right? Profiting money. Who profits? About 1% profit, which is true for her income disclosure statement. And that's if you're only having one ketone in the morning, one ketone in the evening, and you're not selling it to anybody. So you're not buying more stock. And that's only if you are using Keto Nat, just one product of the many products, which I find to be very rare if you're a promoter. You're definitely using more than one product.
So I can tell you that I'm successful and you could be like, no way, you're not even close to successful. This is what success looks like to me. Or you could say, oh, I'm not successful yet. And I could say, hold on, wait a minute. You are absolutely successful. Everything that you have in your life feels like success to me. So that's the very first thing, is we're regurgitating a statistic that doesn't have a solid definition.
It absolutely does. It's based on the people who are profiting. It's based on the people who are profiting. Brittany, stop trying to change this narrative of what success means when it comes to multi-level marketing companies. It is money. She knows that if she takes that angle, she can't be right, because facts do show that about 1% of people profit.
Because again, success looks different to you than it does to me. Okay? So let's just kind of throw that out there. Of like, we haven't even defined what success is. Success is different for everyone. Okay? You could take 10 millionaires and I bet you there would be at least 7 different definitions of what success looks, feels, and sounds like to them. And they would even put a different dollar amount on it than each other. Okay?
Brittany is in the top 1% if she's a rank 6 or higher. So from what I gather, she very likely is a rank 6 or higher, unless she's ranked down to rank 5 or rank 4. So she could possibly be profiting a little bit, just a little bit.
And then here's the other thing. I want to break this down. Like, if y'all love math, will you drop math in the comments below? And if you
Drop math, because we did it. We just did the math, Brittany. Oh, I'm so pumped for this one.
You were like, give me anything in the world except for a math problem, drop me a no in the comments below. Okay, you have to basically be one or the other. You either love math or you're like, absolutely not. I'd rather do the dishes and laundry and scrub the toilets than ever do another math problem in my whole life, okay? I'm one of the ones that loves numbers and loves math. I'm a very, very logical thinker.
All right.
If you say something to me that's a little bit like, I don't really feel like that's accurate, I'm going to break it down and reverse engineer it and be like, wait a minute. Here's actually how that does not make sense at all, okay?
But I just broke it down for everybody simply by using Pruvit's income disclosure statement. I used her own income disclosure statement to prove that 98 to 99% of the people aren't going to profit.
So I'm going to basically debunk this whole idea of only the top 1% are successful in network marketing. We're going to throw some numbers out there, and I want your honest opinion as to whether or not you would see these numbers as a success. Okay? Y'all know I love numbers, I love money, I love math and budgeting and becoming debt-free and all the things. Like, it is my passion spot to talk about. So I ran some numbers last year, and I realized that if each family just saves $25 a week, like off to the side in a little cookie jar, you save $25 a week with a little label of Christmas, it would allow you to have a $1,300 Christmas. If you think having $1,300 to just spend on Christmas.
Weren't we talking about MLMs and the 1% and stuff? What is she doing? She's doing like an anecdotal, if you save this much, you'll have this much. Brittany, are you about to fallacy us up? You can try to fallacy this room up, but we're gonna knock it all down, babe.
Whether you spend it or not, if you think having that money available to spend on Christmas would be a game changer, drop me a 1 in the comments below. It's only $25 a week. So let's think about these people who are building a business from home. They have a product that they love, okay? They have a product that they love. It's changing their life, and they're sharing with their friends. Oh my gosh, I drank this drink. I don't even know that much about it, but better mood, energy, and focus. Lit me on fire, and my fat is melting off. And they just keep telling people, I love this product. You should try it. I love this product. You should try it. I love this lipstick. You should try it. I love these pens. You should try it. I love this product. You should try it. I have these cute little things. You should try it, okay? That's all that direct sales and network marketing is I have a product that I love, and I think that you should try it. If that makes sense, drop me a 2 in the comments below. That's how simple this business is.
Did you get all those products for free? Did you not pay for the product? Because Brittany, what you're forgetting to do, you're forgetting to talk about the actual profit. You're forgetting the important part. See, here's my issue, Brittany. If you're so good with numbers, are you forgetting it by accident? Or is it intentional? Because if you added, you use ketones twice a day for 30 days, but you get a 30-day supply a month, right? And then you use it for a year, you aren't adding in that to what they make. There's some issues there that I have.
Now, we are all humans with emotions, so we like to complicate things and make them feel like way bigger than that. But that's really what it comes down to, is falling in love with the product and sharing with people that you come in contact with. I love this product and I think you should try it. Bare minimum, bare bones, it's that simple.
But that's not what we're talking about, Brittany. That's not what we're talking about, hun. Babe. Ooh, if babe comes out of my mouth, you know there's something wrong here. I don't even know what to do with this, because I thought she was a math girly. You can't just ixnay on the what you purchase A.
So I want you to think about these people that are sharing a product that they love, and they're making a commission in return for sharing a product that they love. Let's just say they're making $500 a month. We're not talking about 6-figure earners. We're not talking about making $8,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $100,000 a month. There are people out there making $1 million a month in this profession, but we're going to kick them to the curb and we're going to forget about them. We're going to focus in on the stay-at-home moms or the stay-at-home.
Okay, but 97% of your company doesn't even get close to $6,000 a year, which is what $500 a month is. So what you're doing is you're literally proving my point that about 1% might profit. About 1% might profit, because over 97% make less than $6,000 a year or $500 a month. Actually, it's over 98% make less than $6,000 a year or less than $500 a month. So what Brittany's doing by using this example is actually proving my point. Thanks, Brittany.
The stay-at-home grandmas or the people who are building a second stream of income and they're just making $500 a month. Okay, now Christmas is fresh on my mind, so that's the example I'm going to give y'all. Okay, but $500 a month breaks down to $125 a week. Do you know how much money you would have available at Christmas time if you just had an extra $125 a week from your at-home business?
But you wouldn't, because you are purchasing Prove It products. She's leaving out the products that you have to purchase. And she's saying, let's say you only make $500 a month, like it's a thing that happens a lot. Brittany, that's over 98% of the company not making that. That is literally barely 1%. You have like 1.5% maybe making $500 a month. 1.5. Proving my point, Britt. Thanks.
That is the amount of money that you would have available for Christmas.
Anyone else love her long pauses when she just stares at you? I know Ava does.
That you would have available for Christmas in 52 weeks is $6,500.
Minus all the products you purchased. No, it's only $6,000, Brittany. Brittany, you're not a mather. You're not mathing the math, because it's not $6,500. It's literally $6,000. But also, you're missing the products you purchased.
Whether you choose to spend it on Christmas or not is none of my business, because my business is below. Okay? It's none of my business what you do with the money. But if you are telling me that people being able to contribute an extra $6,500 a year to their family's finances is not successful, you have fallen off your freaking rocker. Does this make sense?
No, Brittany. No, it literally doesn't make sense. You're not a mather. I'm not either, but I mean, this math is a little bit simple. Riley, can you come tell me if this makes sense? I'm gonna ask my husband to come in here. He's a mather. Engineer stuff, okay? He's a mather.
I have my popcorn.
You have your popcorn for it? Okay. Let's say you make $6,000 from an MLM. Are you actually making $6,000?
No.
Why not?
Taxes.
Okay, what else?
You're paying shit for it.
You pay shit for it, right? You don't get the product for free. You're an engineer guy, so you know the math. And she said she's a mather, and I'm not a mather, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's say there's 20 servings in a box, and you want to take 2 a day for 30 days. They're 133 a box. So that's $400, give or take $1, not including tax or shipping. So we'll say $400. And that's times 12, because there's 12 months in a year. And that's about $4,800. $4,900 minus $4,800 is $100, right? Does that say 98 to 99% right there?
Yeah.
My math is mathing. This is literally just a promoter purchasing just what they want of one product. How many products did we purchase in Arbonne? We said a fuck ton. That's right. So this is me being very generous to her. That's it. Thank you so much for your help. So apparently my math is mathing. Her math isn't mathing. I know some of y'all are math people out there. Is her math mathing? Or is my math mathing? Please let me know.
So we're so worried about, oh, well, this person's not even making 6 figures, or, oh, they've been in this business for 4 years and they're not making millions yet. Do you realize how life-changing $500 a month is to the average person?
But that's not our point. It actually makes our argument even worse, that our point is 1% might profit. Not 1% make $1 million a year or make 6 figures. So really, her point is actually making her point worse.
Like, how dare you count people out that are able to be present for their families and still bring in an extra $500 a month?
How dare you use this entire live to lie and intentionally leave out huge parts, and by the way, leave out your own income disclosure statement that prove I'm right and that your point's wrong. How dare you leave out the facts of your own company to try to make a point that isn't real? How dare you intentionally deceive and lie to every person watching you? And I have to sit here and math when I hate mathing to prove that you're wrong. All I have to do is use your company's facts and statistics.
These people are working full-time jobs and bringing in an extra $500 a month. If you don't think that's a lot of money, go to your 9-to-5 job and tell them, I want an extra $500 a month right now. And if it's not a lot of money to these companies that are making millions and billions of dollars a year in profits, if it's not a lot of money to them, then they should just pay it, right?
Brittany, what the hell are you talking about? She's not making sense because she's intentionally moving the goalpost. Here's the goalpost. Success is 1% of people profiting. She moves the goalpost. Millionaires. 1% millionaires, 1% six figures. That's the first goalpost move. Wrong. Then she actually fucking knocks the goalpost down and hides it when it comes to profit versus loss. She's like, they make an extra $500 a month. Did you tell them, Brittany, that that's actually 1.5% or less of your company doing that? No, there's number one. Number two, did you also tell them to know the profit, you have to look at the loss, which is products you're purchasing, taxes, business expenses? Did you talk about that? No, because you're not in a real business. You're in a scam. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm matching Brittany today. I'm matching her energy.
If it's not impactful money, then they should just hand it over. But it's impactful money. It's life-changing money. It's the difference between lights on and lights off. It's the difference between food on the table or having to go hungry.
Is it really? You know what would be even better? Is if they just didn't purchase the product. Let's say your company, 1.5% of people are profiting $100+. Then what that tells me is that the 98.5% should have just decided not to do it, and they would be better off because they're actually in a worse place than they were before. No matter how bad their place was before, they're in a worse position now.
It's the difference between Christmas decorations and a few gifts under the tree or nothing. $500 a month from an at-home business is life-changing money. If this is making sense, drop me an amen in the chat box below. Because some of us get so mixed up, and all of these people are like, oh, I made one video about lipstick and I made $700,000. Okay, don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. I want you to think and visualize and focus on how different your life would be if you got serious and committed to your business, your at-home business, that you don't have a dress code for, you don't have a schedule for, you don't have a minimum or a maximum commitment for. Your job can tell you what your set salary is, but your job doesn't get to decide your household income. You get to decide that by adding in extra streams of income.
You want to know something though? I get paid at my job. I make money for my work, and I don't lose money because I have to purchase stuff for my job. When I work, I get paid, Brittany. What about you?
Do it, or are you going to sleep on it? Because I'm telling you, there's not a single person that has hated on network marketing that I said, if I could write you a $6,500 check right now, would you cash it or trash it? And they would choose to trash it.
You know what's funny about that $6,500 check? First, it's $6,000 because you talked about it being $500 a month for 12 months. So your math is wrong on that. I already talked about that. We'll move past that. Is that less than 1.5% of your company even do that a year? Why don't you mention that in your little rant?
Why? Because it's life-changing money no matter how much money you're already making. So get out of your head, stop comparing and self-sabotaging, and focus in on what would your life look like if you just focus in on your business that's already a product you love. It's already a product you're excited about. It's already a product that you want every single person that you love to use every single day anyways.
You know what? You actually can. You actually can do that without even having to try. You actually can look at your future in this company without even having to try. You look at the income disclosure statement. That's all you simply have to do.
If you just got serious and intentional about sharing whatever that product is with every person that you come across, every person that you know, love, and care about is utilizing this product every single day, and your main focus is to make an extra $500 a month. That in 12 months of being serious and passionate and committed and keeping the promises that you make to yourself, in 12 months, you will have an extra $6,500 flowing into your family, and you did that.
Sadly, I'm very sorry to say, you actually won't. And can I be honest? I wish what Brittany is saying is true. I wish that her intention was good, but she knows what she's leaving out. And she knows that she's deceiving and lying to every single person watching her.
You created that. You impacted enough people that you are now bringing in an extra $6,500 a year to your family because you said yes, because you made a commitment, because you said, I love this product and I think the people that I love are going to love it too and I want to share it with them. You didn't worry about all the noise. You didn't worry about the negativity. You didn't worry about your family. You didn't worry about the opinions of other people that if your lights were getting shut off tomorrow, they wouldn't give you $5. Y'all are backing away from your dream lives for people who wouldn't give you $5 if you were about to be homeless. Do you understand?
You know who won't give you $5, Brittany? You know who won't make $5? 97% of people in Prove It, they won't profit $5.
Do you understand that? You are living in a quiet, watered down version of yourself for people who wouldn't look twice in your direction if you were begging on the street for change. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to your family. And don't do that for the vision that you have for your life. I'm telling you, this profession can change your life. It's going to take work. It's going to take commitment. It's going to take consistently sharing the products that you love. But there's not a single one of you that wouldn't cash a $6,500 check if I gave it to you. Which means that money matters to you and you have a vehicle that can help you make that money this year. If you don't, I have one that you can ride in and I will show you the way. But if you're already in a business, you've already joined a company, you already have a product that you love, you are in the vehicle. Take control of it. This is your year. $500 a month matters to everyone, no matter how much money they're making. And I know that it matters to you. So don't let other people back you down and make you self-sabotage and turn away from your goals and your vision that you have set for 2024. Okay? So I love you guys so much. Thank y'all for showing up with me. I love y'all. You are guys going to be sick of me by the end of 2024. I have a lot of value, a lot of fire, a lot of passion, and I'm really focused on turning down the volume of my mind and turning up the volume of my soul. And I really hope y'all feel that and you hear that every single day for the next 365 days.
This might be one of the most deceptive videos I've ever seen an MLM hun do, and I've seen a lot of them. What do y'all think? I feel like y'all have a lot to say. I know I had a lot to say. Feel free to leave it down below. Don't listen to the mumbo jumbo of people like Bossbabe, aka Brittany Anderson. Thank you for being here, and I hope this video helped in some way. I hope you have a great day. Please don't join an MLM. All right, bad idea. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Show you what I'm all about. Make up for what we lost. Tonight is the night that we're gonna fall in love. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about yours.